So, yeah, being locked up for me was a little bit different because I have sickle cell anemia, which is a hereditary blood disorder that, is passed down from the family. And, so being in prison for me was difficult because of that, number one. I have to eat right. I have to drink a lot of water. I can't do strenuous exercise, like I can't do physical contact sports and stuff like that. This is all the stuff the doctors told my family, when I was a kid coming up. And so when I went to jail, that was the first thing that hit me big time. It was like, wow, I gotta be in here and I get sick easy. Like it triggers my pain. Now, if you don't know what sickle cell is a blood disorder where your red blood cells, they don't carry enough oxygen to your blood, to your body, excuse me. And certain things can trigger it, like dehydration, my adrenaline, if my heart starts pumping and I get overexcited, it'll trigger my blood cells to change shape. And they go from a round shape to like a crescent moon shape, and they start locking in with each other, and it causes clots. And it's like a domino effect. Wherever a clot starts, it spreads throughout the whole body, and it just causes like super pain where I can't even move. I feel like my bones is broke, and it's just crazy pain. So yeah, a few things that trigger my sickle cell. So one thing is being dehydrated. Another thing is overworking my body where my adrenaline starts pumping and triggers my blood cells to change shape. And another thing is the cold air. For some reason, it triggers my blood cells to change shape. So I gotta like stay hydrated. I gotta stay calm all the time. Try not to get too hyped, and I gotta stay warm in the cold weather. So being, knowing all of that and being in jail, it's like it's hard to do those things because number one, the food in there is like crazy. It's like slop. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. So I have to eat. I had to learn that I could control my sickle cell through diet. And I started learning that right before I went to jail. So I kind of knew some things, and being in there, I started really putting it into practice. Like, prisoners in jail, they're allowed to get 35 pounds a month from their family of food once a month. Like, so you can get like whatever, snacks, whatever you want from the streets, as long as it's allowed in the prison, you're allowed to get 35 pounds of it once a month. So I would tell my wife, send me 35 pounds of canned green vegetables. And that's all I would get every month. And the other inmates would look at me like, what the hell is you doing? Like, where the snacks at? Where the Twinkies at? Where is that? Like, yo, this is how I gotta survive. I gotta do this. Like, I'm training myself. So I would get that, and that helped to keep the sickle cell under control, and I would drink nothing but water every day. And then once I got to the point where I felt like my diet was strong and it made my body a little strong, I started testing myself with working out. And, that was a whole nother thing, because like I said, I'm not supposed to do no contact or, sports and over-exert my body. So I had to learn how to work out with my sickle cell, because really I'm not supposed to be working out. So I had to actually learn my body and what I can do, how much my body can take. And, I learned how to do it. I just have to do it at a slower pace than everybody else in the gym. I got to work slow. I got to take longer breaks in between reps. In between sets. And I got to, just pace myself. While everybody's moving faster, get their workout done in an hour, it takes me 2-3 hours to get my entire workout done. You know what I mean? So I had to learn that. It was a learning process. Just learning how much my body could take and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's the stuff that was going through my mind, and everything I was going through in jail was just learning that part first. It was about my health and taking care of that. And then like the second part was, just reading a lot and learning how to expand my mind and think a little differently, learning how to communicate with other people, being social with other people that's in there, because I went in there with the mindset like, come on, you in prison. I don't want to be friends with none of these people in here, like they criminals. But that's really not necessarily true. There's some good people in jail, they just got caught up in bad situations. So, just dealing with other people in prison made me learn how to, communicate and socialize with other people better, and, learning that skill a little more, because I didn't really have too much of that. Like, coming up. We had our little small circle of people, and everybody else was like, whatever, F you, I don't even care about you, like, you know? And that was the wrong attitude to have, you know what I mean? Because that kind of attitude will hinder, you know, and stymie everything for you, you know? I mean,